Football was once ruled by empires. If you saw the yellow of Brazil, the white of Germany, or the orange of Netherlands, you knew you were playing for second place. But the fear factor is dead. The traditional elite are bleeding, including a Dutch team that has famously never won a World Cup yet. Mathematically hasn't lost a single tournament match in regular playing time across the last 4 World Cups they played. The collapse of these former superpowers has exposed the game, paving the way for rigged brackets, overrated squads, and protected superstars. It is how the Giants fell and how the new order is controlling the narrative. Let's start with the only 5-time world champions. To understand Brazil's fall, you have to understand what they used to be, defined by Yoga Bonito. Beautiful game. It was street football elevated to art driven by pure individual genius. But since lifting their last World Cup in 2002, the script has completely flipped. The structural rot became impossible to hide. European football became highly mechanized, relying on rigid tactical structures and intense pressing, while Brazil kept waiting for individual magic to save them. The ultimate humiliation? Look at this 2026 World Cup. A historic footballing superpower getting absolutely bullied and sent packing by Norway in the round of 16. The fear factor is dead. Teams don't park the bus against Brazil out of terror anymore. They press them, break them, and win. If Brazil was about art, Germany was about the machine. Die Mannschaft was the ultimate tournament team for World Cups. 3 Euros and a legendary reputation for relentless consistency. Then they tried to change their DNA, chasing possession-obsessed trends. Germany abandoned their traditional identity. They stopped producing lethal old-school number 9 strikers and rugged centre-backs, resulting in a team that can pass all day but has zero cutting edge. After consecutive group stage exits in 2018 and 2022, they failed yet again in 2026, failing to even reach the final 16 after choking against Paraguay. Germany went from being the team everyone feared to the team everyone fancies their chances against. And finally, the ultimate paradox. The Netherlands, the inventors of total football. Despite reaching 3 finals, they famously never won a World Cup. But look closer at their recent history, because they hold a record that sounds completely made up. They are literally unbeatable in open play at the World Cup, having not lost a single match in standard 90 or 120 minutes since the 2010 final. In 2014, knocked out by Argentina on penalties. In 2022, knocked out by Argentina on penalties. And right here in 2026, cursed yet again, knocked out by Morocco in the round of 32 on penalties. 3 consecutive World Cup exits without actually losing a game on the pitch. But outside the World Cup, the consistency is gone. They are no longer dictating the tactical direction of global football. They are merely surviving it. With the traditional giants out of the way, the 2026 World Cup has exposed some massive double standards in modern football. Let's talk about the blueprint of an easy ride. Lionel Messi and Argentina. If you look at the bracket, it has been a total joke. Argentina barely scraped past Egypt 3-2 in the round of 16 and then went to absolute war with Switzerland in the quarterfinals, needing dramatic, desperate extra time goals from Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez just to escape 3-1. It is arguably the most protected bracket to a Final Four we have ever seen in modern history. But the holiday is finally over. Their next match is a massive semi-final clash against England, marking the literal first time in this entire tournament that Argentina will actually have to fight against a world-class heavyweight football powerhouse. Meanwhile, look at how the other half lived. Portugal was forced to fight in the absolute bracket of death, grinding against top-tier European giants like Spain in the very first knockout round. That is the clear difference. And speaking of Spain, let's address the media hype train. The Spain squad is essentially just a glorified Barcelona team. They want you to believe that their star boy Lamine Yamal is the next big thing. But let's look at the actual reality on the pitch. He has been completely invisible when the lights are brightest. See, nowhere near the standard of true elite football. Compare that to the Real Madrid superstars representing their countries. Even when Real Madrid players are supposedly going through a bad phase or structural transition, they step onto the world stage and completely run the show. Look at Jude Bellingham putting on a literal MVP clinic, scoring crucial goals and snatching Man of the Match awards every single time he steps on the field. Real Madrid players possess the elite championship winning DNA that Barcelona and this Spain squad can only dream of mimicking. The footballing landscape has leveled out. The tactical secrets once held by Western Europe and South America are now standard practice worldwide. The old superpowers have fallen into the pack, but the new era is defined by media narratives, protected brackets, and undeniable gap between Real Madrid excellence and Barcelona's hype. What do you think? Is Argentina's path to the final completely rigged? Is Lamine Yamal deeply overrated compared to Real Madrid's finest? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know the Messi and Barca fans are already typing furiously. Hit subscribe for more unfiltered tactical breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.